Annie Meek. I just wanted to come on here and make a quick video of this PowerPoint that I made about the possibility of creating a diversity and inclusion chair for EKANS. So this is something that I'm very passionate about, and so I've created this PowerPoint just to kind of go over the need that we have for it, and why it's important, and kind of what this role would look like. So first of all, the need for this role. I wanted to start by just defining what diversity is, so that we have a better idea of what we're trying to tackle. So it's just involving people from a range of different social and ethnic backgrounds and different genders, sexual orientations, etc. So this slide mainly focuses on ethnic backgrounds and diversity, just like with the pictures that I have here, but I'm also really wanting to involve cultural diversity in how to speak with patients who are from different cultures, just because there are lots of cultures that have topics that are kind of forbidden to talk about or really frowned upon, especially related to mental illness. And so that's something that being aware of that, how to talk to the grandmother or the parents about their child could be really important, just knowing how to approach those difficult situations. I also think that involving sexual orientation and different genders is very important, because that's something as nurses that we will be faced with, and that's something that is really important to respect each individual about that. So I think that's something that could also be included in the responsibilities of this chair of diversity and inclusion. So for the outcome, just kind of in general, to become more competent nurses who have more awareness of cultural and social backgrounds, and in general just helping to treat our patients better and giving the same care to everyone. And so from a nursing perspective, this is the definition of cultural competence. It's an understanding of how social and cultural factors influence the health beliefs and behaviors of our patients, and how these factors are considered at different levels of healthcare, of a healthcare delivery system to assure quality healthcare. So this slide just kind of defines the role of the diversity and inclusion chair. So primarily, just initiating conversations about diversity in nursing. This will include doing research on relevant topics and just bringing them up, kind of opening that discussion. It's not expected that this person is an expert. I'm definitely not an expert on this topic, but they should be passionate about it. They should be someone who, in the future, once I graduate, if this role is voted in, whoever continues it should just kind of have a passion for it, and really want to take initiative on doing research and initiating these discussions. So just along the lines of discussions, there's also workshops. These can include EKANS members and all students in the nursing program, just making sure it is open to everyone, because this is some very important information. Also reaching out to community members. This chair would have the responsibility of kind of inviting in guest speakers who may be experts on the topic, to answer questions. I know I have a friend who would be very good at answering questions. She's an African American woman who just had a baby, actually, and she's passionate about this topic, and she's not a nurse, but I think from the patient's perspective, just having people like that as well come in who are open to answering questions that we may be too afraid to ask in class. So along with the application of kind of these roles, I talked about workshops briefly, and that's just having community members, current nurses or fellow nursing students speak about their personal experience. I think this is important because we can really only see how big this problem and disparity is when we have people who have experienced it when they share kind of what they went through. So that's why that's very important. Pamphlets are also good because they're just a visual. We can attach facts about these topics of diversity. We can also attach pictures if we're doing kind of an emphasis on skin diseases. We can attach pictures showing what it looks like on darker skin. And this just helps get the information out to the nursing community and even possibly some on campus, just to raise awareness kind of this topic in general. And so finally, the application of this, people involved in these workshops especially, I would like to kind of have a reflection time maybe, or kind of just end with a question that promotes some self-awareness. Just kind of reflecting on your own culture and internal biases, because even though maybe we don't like to think about it, everyone does have these internal biases, so it's important to identify those and work to just be aware of them as we're treating patients. So this is a great resource that I've found. It's actually created by an African American med student who realized that through med school he was not taught any how to identify skin diseases on darker skin. So he created this website and actually a textbook for this. And as you can see on the right, the lighter skin, it's easy to identify redness and swelling. It's easy to tell that there's something wrong, but on the left we might even say that we think there's nothing wrong. So it's important because problems, health issues can go missed if we don't know how to identify them on darker skin, and this kind of just shows why that's important. So yeah, I know we were going to try and do this as a live Zoom so that people could answer or ask questions. So please, if you have any questions about what this role would look like, feel free to message me personally on GroupMe or message in the group chat, and I can just try and answer all these questions. Yeah, and so I know this is something I think we will be voting on to add to the board this spring, I believe. So these are just kind of the reasons why I see it's important and why I'd love to have this role added to the EKANS board. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.